My Way Teaching Aids Private Limited.
Social. Grade 8 Unit 3, Judiciary. Judiciary. A certain set of fixed procedures need to be followed when a law is violated. To enforce this rule of law, we have a judicial system that consists of the mechanism of courts that a citizen can approach when a law is violated. Role of judiciary, dispute resolution. The judicial system provides a mechanism for resolving disputes between citizens and the government, between two state governments, and between the center and state governments. Judicial review. As the final interpreter of the Constitution, the judiciary also has the power to strike down particular laws passed by the Parliament if it believes that these are a violation of the basic structure of the Constitution. This is called judicial review, custodian of the civil and fundamental rights. The judiciary acts as a custodian of the fundamental rights of the people. If citizens feel that their fundamental rights are violated, they can move the courts to seek justice. Jurisdiction of the courts. Original jurisdiction. It refers to the court that first hears a case. It is mainly concerned with the disputes between the Union and one or more states and between two or more states. Appellate jurisdiction. It can hear appeals against the decisions made by the High Court on the granting of the certificate by the High Court. Advisory jurisdiction. The court can report to the President its opinion about a question of public importance referred to it by the President. Supervisory jurisdiction. It supervises the functioning of the lower courts. Structure of the Indian judiciary. Supreme Court. Decisions are binding on all courts, can move cases from lower courts to itself. High Court can hear appeals from lower courts, deals with cases within the jurisdiction of the state. District and subordinate courts deals with civil and criminal cases, deals with cases arising in lower levels. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the topmost court of the Indian judiciary. It is located in New Delhi and is presided over by the Chief Justice of India. Composition. The Supreme Court of India comprises the Chief Justice and not more than 33 other judges. Qualification. He or she must be a citizen of India. He or she has been a judge of one or more high courts for at least 5 years, or he or she has been an advocate in one or more high courts for at least 10 years. He or she is, in the opinion of the President, a distinguished jurist. Tenure and removal. The process of removal of a judge is through impeachment. In this process, each House of the Parliament passes a resolution to that effect by a majority of the total membership of that House and by a majority of not less than 2/3 members present and voting. Powers of Supreme Court. The Union and one or more states. The Union and any state or states on one side and one or more states on the other side and two or more states. High Court. The High Court is the highest court in a state in India. All over India there are 25 High Courts. Composition. The High Court consists of the Chief Justice and a number of other judges. Qualification. He or she must be a citizen of India. He or she should have held a position as an advocate of the High Court for the past 10 years. Tenure and removal. The judges of the High Court cannot be removed except by an address of the President through the process of impeachment. Powers of the High Court. A High Court exercises original jurisdiction in cases involving the protection of fundamental rights, disputes related to state elections and cases where interpretation of the Constitution is needed. If a party to a dispute is not satisfied by the judgment of the lower court, it can appeal to the High Court. Under appellate jurisdiction, the High Court hears appeals in 3 types of cases: civil, criminal, and revenue. If a subordinate court sentences a convicted person to death, an appeal can be made to the High Court. As part of the supervisory jurisdiction, it supervises the functioning of all the courts below it. Like the Supreme Court, it is also a court of record and maintains a record of its decisions for the subordinated court to refer to whenever needed in similar cases. Subordinate courts. Below the High Court, there are several lower courts known in general as subordinate courts. District courts. For administrative convenience, each state is divided into districts. At the district level, the court of the district judge is the highest court for dealing with civil cases. Revenue courts. Disputes in matters of payment of revenue are settled through revenue courts. Panchayats. Resolving petty civil and criminal cases, levying small fines, often serving 3 to 4 villages. Look adlats. In our country, the process of imparting justice is often a lengthy and expensive affair. To solve this problem, look adlats have been set up. They simplify the legal procedures. The first look adlat was held in Delhi in 1985 and in a single day, 150 cases were settled. Difference between criminal law and civil law. Criminal law, civil law, deals with conduct or acts that the law defines as offenses. For example, theft, harassing a woman to bring more dowry, murder, deals with any harm or injury to rights of individuals. For example, disputes relating to sale of land, purchase of goods, rent matters, divorce cases. It usually begins with the lodging of an first information report, FIR, with the police who investigate the crime, after which a case is filed in the court. A petition has to be filed before the relevant court by the affected party only. In a rent matter, either the landlord or tenant can file a case. If found guilty, the accused can be sent to jail and also fined. The court gives the specific relief asked for. For instance, in a case between a landlord and a tenant, the court can order the flat to be vacated and pending rent to be paid.
Thanks for watching this video.